Today we're going to be checking out the newly released reveal trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and pointing out some things that you might have missed. As you can see, the year is 2025. Call of Duty is finally going into futuristic warfare. We're about to see Sergeant Frank Woods, one of the stars of the first Black Ops. Woods is probably pushing like 90 in 2025, and he'll be the one recalling missions from his past. You can see there are plenty of awards on the wall. Woods is highly decorated at this point. There are a bunch of numbers flying around the screens here, but if you actually pause and slow it down, you can see that these are dates and coordinates. Right here at 7/23/86, and the coordinates are actually the African country of Angola. 10/23/87 lands us right in Afghanistan. 12/18/89 brings us to Panama. 7/25/25, so this is a futuristic part, and it looks like the middle of the ocean. We're guessing submarine level, something in the water. And 10/2/22 is Yemen. Our first look at one of the futuristic jets in the game, and it looks like it says Charon on it.
Technology gets stronger.
This walking mech is called a Claw. It has a heavy-duty Gatling gun and a grenade launcher on it. Here's a missile launching and those same unmanned drones from earlier. This is likely all the same scene, just cut up throughout the trailer. Flow Street on this sign is probably a proxy for Flower Street, an actual LA street. You can see an unmanned bomber hitting the building and dozens of others flying in the sky. This is a major attack going on. Here's some more futuristic ships which obviously have grounds in reality and look similar to some things we have today. This is a quick view of what Strike Force mode looks like from the perspective of a quad drone. On the left, we can see we're in control of a squad, and we're trying to secure a missile while protecting something else. On the bottom, you can see that there are different attacks mapped to each part of the D-pad. Looks like the futuristic government has finally perfected the Pip-Boy 3000. It's giving us a city of the map and showing that it's 2025. It also notes that we're playing as David Mason. Here's some more, hey, we're in the future, shots of different futuristic technologies to establish the setting. These are all three types of playable drones we've seen so far in the Strike Force mode. The smaller ground-based drone is significantly faster than the Claw, and is able to rain machine gun fire and grenades on enemies. It looks like there are actually some things blowing up here. Maybe the Call of Duty series is finally adding some destructible environments. This is a scene we saw in one of the single-player missions. An army of hacked US drones is attacking LA, while David Mason is on an escort mission with the president.
When the enemy steals the keys.
And now a change of location. One of the coordinates from earlier in the video showed that Afghanistan was a location in the game, so we're going to go ahead and guess that that's where we are now. Last time it was a helicopter. This time it's a Harrier-type jet. This portion actually wasn't even on rails, but fully controllable by the player. Here's an up-close look at Mason's pistol. It looks like it supports modifications like advanced sights, judging by the attachment on the top. On his right forearm, you can also see a wrist-mounted grenade launcher. There's no need to use your pitching arm in the future. There's also a QR code on the gun, but we couldn't actually get it to do anything. And here's our first look at Harper, David Mason's brother-in-arms. He acted as one of the follow beacons during the demo level. The Secret Service played the part as grunts in the LA attack we saw.
They'll always need men like us.
Woods holding an M16 here in a mission from the 1980s.
But others cannot.
The lady on the bottom right of the screen is Madam President, and you're protecting her in this mission. Another unmanned drone section of the game. Here's a rocket flying by the screen. By the size, we're guessing that it's anti-personnel and not meant for vehicles. Here's something different. This is a horseback section. Don't be too confused, though. This is just one of the 1980 parts of the game. The X-47 Pegasus might be a new version of the AC-130. The black and white thermal imaging is a clear giveaway. We get a good look at Harper's loadout here. He has a wrist-mounted grenade launcher, a computer attached to each arm, flashbangs, and what looks like a futuristic shotgun. And at the end, we have a few more coordinates and some more dates. 6/19/25 brings us to LA. The last date we get is 6/12/25, and half of the coordinates are cut off. All we see is 30. That could be France, Spain, Algeria, or a number of African countries. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out GamesRadar.com for an even more in-depth analysis and a preview for Call of Duty Black Ops 2.